Morning, girls. How are we doing? Back here again with Amberlynn. Read this one says, I fell and hurt myself. Done with WeightWatchers and best ice cream ever vlog. One of those is not like the other. Maybe she quit WeightWatchers because she found the best ice cream ever, and it just doesn't go. It's just too many points, so she just had to quit WeightWatchers so she can continue to eat the best ice cream ever. Or maybe she fell and hurt herself, but she fell like into a tub of ice cream, and it's all good. Who knows, guys? Yeah, it kind of disappeared for a little bit. I've been very busy in my real life, so I thought I'd try and speed run these, catch up as quick as I can. So a couple of videos probably going to come out today, maybe a couple tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So I just wanted to start this. I just finished editing the video that actually went up today, which for you guys means it went up yesterday.
Oh, she's so quirky. That's the Amberlynn one. I'm trying to remember what the last video was that I covered because all of her vlogs recently have kind of blurred together. That's why, honestly, if these ones, like these next four that I'm catching up with, aren't very good, I am just going to like condense them down to like a couple.
Today's the 24th, still on track with my videos.
29th. I'm
still
well
doing
behind,
daily
sorry.
videos until the 3rd. Some of them are going to be flopsicles. It's just something new that I came up
Some
with.
of them, all of them.
I'm sure other people have also said it, but who knows. But instead of a popsicle.
I don't like the nose ring. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted because I keep looking at the nose ring and it always looks like it's just like a little bubble of snot. Just kind of stuck on the inside of it because that's where like the fucking joint is, obviously. Not a big fan of it. Generally don't like nose rings in general. I don't mind like a nose stud or something, but nose rings I don't. Especially when you're her size and you just look like a bull.
This summer we're gonna have a bunch of flopsicles because I'm a flop and some of my vlogs are boring, so sorry.
Okay, good. I'm glad we really went for that joke. You know, worth it in the end.
And before we continue on for the day, I do want to make it very clear that I do not like how my makeup looks today, but I don't want to have to take it all off and start over because the process of doing makeup isn't really my favorite thing. But
then why the fuck do you make us watch you do it all the time? That's so weird. I don't like doing makeup. It's like, then why do you include it in all your vlogs if it's not your favorite thing to do? It just, I don't know, like spare us it if you don't like doing it yourself. It looks like normal, I guess. Like, I kind of actually like the little bits of green in the corner of her eyes. I don't know, it makes me think of like a peacock or something like that. I actually don't mind it. It's really weird that her least favorite makeup that she has to specifically point out is like the worst makeup that she doesn't like is like probably the favorite makeup I've ever seen her do.
I know that it doesn't look that great, so let's just
you never look good about it.
You guys, I did it.
Oh my god.
I finished the Lego. Well, wannabe Lego.
Oh god, I'm not including this. Also, I thought we had a missing piece. I thought she must have filled the hole in her heart. This is her subtly telling us, guys, that she's found another girlfriend already. She's filled the hole in her heart.
Lego that Renee sent me, so thank you so much. And if you guys remember, I had some red pieces missing, but I took some from the sides, moved them in the middle, and then just added yellow. So it kind of worked out. And now I just have one missing piece. Tell me if you can find it. I'm currently playing this iMessage game.
Okay, that was worthwhile. Oh, now we're just like playing games. Maybe she's trying to find friends through these like fucking games.
With my friend. I don't know if you guys know about those iMessage.
Oh my god, actually, I was making that joke and I was probably, I don't know, she's probably just playing with the AI. And it's like, oh no, she's playing with her friend. You know that friend that she definitely has again, suddenly, now, okay, must be a new girlfriend or something like that because it was literally like a vlog or two ago where she was like, I have no one, I'm by myself. That's why I need to keep coming to the internet to like tell you guys my problem and treat you all like my therapist, which is definitely a healthy thing to do, by the way. Okay, she found a new girlfriend. Fantastic. I'm so happy for her.
Games, but some are super fun and this one's like one of my faves. Every time I play this game with someone, I always win and I'm about to win again. Oh, it was so close. I won. Yay. Okay, so I am about to fill up my journal that I'm currently writing in.
Oh my god, she's so fucking many of them. She's so many of them. And also, if you look at the little bookmarkers, like they all seem to be like kind of in the middle, which implies they're all either like half done, or some of them are probably still in the place where they are when you first get them.
And these are all the ones that are empty. These are all that I have. People out here acting like I have hundreds. I don't. I write.
These idiots acting like I have hundreds. I just have these 20 that you can see on screen right now. These idiots think that I have too many journals. Look at this one shelf. This is definitely all that I have ever, constantly. You know, it's kind of like when I said that I only have this many handbags. Oh, well, actually, I have a whole bunch more just kind of lying around in different areas. But, you know, like, these are all that's in this area.
In my journal every single day, so it makes sense that I have a large amount. But I love filling up a journal and being able to open up a new one, crack that spine, do that thing. Okay, so the way I like
the justification is so shit. The justification is so shit. I like to have lots of journals, so like I can always have more to open. Bro, I don't think you need 20. Like, I don't think you fill like one a day where it's like, shit, I need to have another one. You know, like some people like speed readers and they like to have about like 5 books in their waiting list because they're like, I might read this book in one day and I don't want to have to go to the bookstore. I don't want to have to order from Amazon if I finish it too quickly, if I get engrossed in it. Like, that makes sense. But she's like, I need to have multiple journals in case I just like, I don't know, do one journal a day in case I write 300 pages about myself or something. What the fuck is she on about?
To do it is I like to set 2 down at one time.
Oh my god, I literally don't care if this is like her picking process. I really don't care.
And choose between the 2. So like when it comes to this, I don't want to use this one yet, so I'll leave this one here because that's still a contender. And then I'll put another one down and decide between those 2. So
no, you don't. You just don't. You don't go through some weird ritual every single time you want to pick a new journal by doing like do I like this more or less? Do I want to use this more or less than the other one? No, you don't. This is stupid. We're skipping this.
all right, so it looks like this is the one
That was a full minute of her just putting one down beside the other, staring at it for 2 seconds, and then lifting one of them again, and then putting down. It was a full minute of that. You're welcome.
choosing. It wasn't as satisfying as it could have been because I put this one down so soon. It's just super pretty, and yeah, I think it's time that I use this.
The problem, also the biggest problem is we have no idea what her choosing criteria is. It's just like, I put them down and then I pick one. Like, especially because like, the first one she picked was like a shiny blue paper one. She goes, I don't want to use that one yet. And it's like, okay, so is this the one you least want to use? Because you didn't want to use that one yet. You made it sound like it was special, so you took it away. So, like, is that what you do with the rest of them? Did you take away the one that you like more? So is this your least favorite journal you're about to write in? That would seem like a really weird system to always use your least favorite one first. I just don't know how you could spend so long showing us this shit, and in the end, I'm actually confused how the fuck you pick a journal.
Because I've had it for a couple of years now. Okay, you guys, so update on WW, on the good old WeightWatchers moment. By the way, my AC is literally right here.
That's really interesting. I'm glad that you don't live in like a seemingly relatively large apartment and you can't pick anywhere else to film this. Thanks for, she always does this. Like, I made the point numerous times that she always does the, like, anytime she has a new weight, she's always like talking about some random shit, and then goes, oh yeah, just top of my head, I'm like 4 pounds heavier, bye. And then it's just, she always does like some form of distraction when she's like slipping something in. And here we are, she's like, by the way, I'm going to talk about, you know, quitting WeightWatchers. Oh, by the way, guys, have you heard my air conditioning, guys? It's like, fuck off.
And she's loud.
Yeah, move.
She has a mind of her own, so she's a little loud right now, so I don't know if that's bothering you guys.
Just
If it is,
move.
I'm sorry. So I have...
guys, I don't know, is this bothering you guys? Oh my god, does this bother you guys? Oh, I'm so sorry if it does. Bro, just move. This is the first time you filmed here. You're pretty much always filming right now on the fucking couch, probably because you're like just being a dickhead if Felina's actually staying there and just sitting in her bed just to fuck with her. Move. Just fucking move if you think it's actually going to bother people.
I've officially divorced WeightWatchers.
Oh no.
And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my god. I get it, I do.
She's so quirky.
When I'm on WeightWatchers,
I wish you'd pick a decision. I would pick a decision. I wish you'd like pick what way she wants to approach this, because she starts off by going, I know people like, oh my god, and like pulling funny faces and stuff like that, trying to be as quirky as possible. But now she's like taking a step back and trying to be like serious in her approach to it. It's like, you can't really do both these. This should be like, I'm sorry guys, I messed up, or whatever the fuck she wants to go for. It can't be both like, tee-hee guys, I messed up, whoopsie doopsies, and then like straight into like, guys, see the problem with WeightWatchers is, and then trying to approach it as like a serious topic. It's like, also, I don't think people are like, oh my god, did she quit again? I think most people are like, didn't you quit like 5 days ago? Didn't you quit like the day after? Didn't you quit like literally the afternoon of signing up for WeightWatchers? I don't think anyone's surprised with us. Everyone's just surprised it took you this long to tell us that you quit.
I don't know what it is, but I am like psychologically triggered into ordering takeout for my meals, just like snacks, junk, processed.
WeightWatchers triggers me into eating fucking chicken. What? Bro, the fuck is... Okay, cool, 100%. I thought the excuse she's going for is that she really liked the dipping the fucking vegetables in cottage cheese and mustard, that thing she was doing, and she made the claim that WeightWatchers stops her from being able to do that somehow. Like, the two, they just don't work together whatsoever.
I don't know what it is. When I think about it, I go back to like the first time I ever did WeightWatchers. I was 11,
Oh, God.
and I was eating things like
Jesus fuck.
ramen And then I ended up doing Weight Watchers again when I was in high school. And
Sorry for the break, guys. My chicken was ready. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize the first time she did Weight Watchers was back when she was like 11 years old. That's pretty kind of crazy. But you know what? I actually don't remember. I've seen one of her recent videos is like me as a child, or thinking me about it when I was a child, in brackets with a photo, something like that. I'm kind of curious because like I don't really know how super fat she was when she was young, because I know she was fat because she told the story about her in like the foster house hiding in a cupboard eating all the eating all the Girl Scouts cookies or something like that. So I remember that story. But like I don't actually know how like super fat she was, but I think if you're like an 11-year-old who needs Weight Watchers, that's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I was just eating tons of takeout and like TV dinners, and it's like I've always correlated Weight Watchers with that type of food. And plus like getting
That's just stupid. I did badly at a diet, so because of that, that diet makes me eat badly. It's like maybe you just eat badly in general, and you just look for excuses to like justify why you eat badly. I'm gonna assume it's more like that than because if I join Weight Watchers, suddenly Uber Eats like materializes in front of me. Ah, fuck's sake, guys.
so many points. It definitely messes with me because it's like I have food problems. We all see it. We see me. We hear me. You guys have been seeing my food issues, trust.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how to like block the thought process of, oh, I'm on Weight Watchers, I'm allowed to have junk, and I can have a lot of it. I don't know how to like block that.
But see, the thing with Weight Watchers is, like, because she has, like, what, 82 points she was allowed, or I think it was, like, 81 or 82. Like, you're allowed 82 points, and she makes it sound like, oh, because they give me so many points, I fail every time. It's like, well, no. You're given 82 points because of your size. So, actually, if you eat the 82 points, you will be okay. You will still lose weight, even eating 82 points. That is why you're allowed so many. They don't try and make you, like, have, like, 20, like she apparently says most people like start with like 20 or 30 and that's them for the day because they're considerably lighter than her. It's like, no, you still have 82 that you could eat within, which means you actually have a lot of wiggle room. Like, it's weird that she considers this like overly easy on her. It's like because they like give her too many points, which like I said, she should look at it as like, well, I have so many points, I should be able to like still enjoy food and lose weight at the same time if I just like think out my points correctly and like ration my points well throughout the day so I can actually have takeout. However, I also need to have like a couple of 0 point days or something like, not 0 point days, 0 point meals or something like that. Like she should actually be able to do it relatively easy. But she acts like, oh, that because this is so loose and like lets me have so much autonomy, it's too difficult for me to stick to. But she also complains about like really strict ones like keto. Like she absolutely fucking hates keto and says keto doesn't work because it's like so strict. And it's like, no, keto works really well because it's so strict. I just don't think I know preaching to the choir, look the size for everything I got. It just makes it sound like that no diet in the world is just right. She's Goldilocks, but she can't find the porridge that is just right because the only diet that'll ever suit her is whatever diet she wants that works perfectly. But the problem is the diet that she wants is she wants to be able to eat McDonald's 5 times a day.
Stop that at all. So I'm just gonna have to like not do Weight Watchers. I don't know.
Oh no.
What my next steps are.
Well, your next step is to just continue eating the way you are, possibly gain more weight, do another little fad thing, probably. Maybe bring back the popsicle sticks. I don't know, maybe the popsicle sticks are already in the bit. And who knows? But we're going to go through another little fad thing, intuitive eating or something like that. Maybe do a water fast. Who knows? And then next year, when you're low on views again, you're going to do Weight Watchers again. There you go. I've told your future for you.
I don't. Every night I go to bed saying, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do really good. I'm not gonna order takeout, but then I order takeout.
Yeah, maybe just stop doing the tomorrow I'll do better argument. The tomorrow I'll do better, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Everyone feels great the night before going, tomorrow I'm gonna be a champion. Maybe just start the night before.
It's frustrating. Like I ordered takeout today. I got Brazilian sausages and jasmine rice. It's just this like Brazilian restaurant that is so good in my city. Me and Feline are kind.
Okay, sure, Feline still exists. I always get jealous anytime I hear Americans talk about, like, the random food they order, because I'm like, oh, fuck, if I was going to order takeout, it would be, like, legitimately just, like, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, Chinese, or Indian. That's all we have. That's, like, all we have. Fish and chips as well, I guess. That's, like, all we have. We don't have, like, oh, I'm going to order Somalian today. It's like, oh, my God. Yeah, kind of weird that she like picked like a takeout that really doesn't sound that bad. It's like rice and some sausages. It's like, okay, I obviously don't know what the dish is. The dish could be like 80% gravy for all I fucking know. But it's like, she obviously picks like a takeout that really isn't that bad because she, of course, still doesn't want to get too much criticism. So she picked something that is like relatively small.
Kind of low-key obsessed. So I got that. Yeah, it wasn't like anything horrible, but it's also like takeout. And I'm tired of having takeout every day. But it's just so easy because I hate cooking.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could have takeout every day and still lose weight at your size. That is the thing about being 550 pounds or whatever the fuck you are actually and aren't pretending to be. Like, you actually could have takeout 3 times a day. Every single meal of yours could legitimately be fucking takeout. And you'd still actually lose weight if you just didn't get, like, super unhealthy takeout or 3 people's worth of takeout each time.
Cooking, I don't know. I don't really know what my steps are right now. I don't even know what step to take next. And I know a lot of people watching this are like, just do it. And it's like, it's not that easy.
It is. Like, it literally
really
is. You know, it is that easy. The problem is you keep justifying why. It's like just like right there where you said, actually guys, it's actually not that easy for me to not order takeout. It's like, no, it actually is that easy if you not order takeout. You're justifying that it's not that easy to not order takeout. The next step is just to stop ordering takeout. If that is your entire argument, it's like, oh, I had to quit Weight Watchers because I ordered takeout, and it's like, I just ordered takeout. It's like, just stop ordering takeout. That is your next step. Yes, it might be a hard step. Yeah, it might be a more difficult step than pretending you're doing Weight Watchers or something like that to actually finally put your foot down. But like, once you do it, it is actually easy. Like, that's the thing. Quitting something is actually easy. It's just sticking with that over a long period of time is the harder thing. So the first thing you should do is go like, I'm going to quit takeout, and then you quit, and maybe 2 days later you get takeout. But your first thought after eating that takeout should be like, okay, now I'm quitting takeout, and then maybe last 3 days or something. It is actually that easy.
I'm trying to figure it out though. I'm trying. I just don't know what is like right for me right now. I don't know. So little mini update.
How the fuck are you like 550 pounds? You've been doing like a weight loss YouTube thing for like 9-10 years, like something like that, near enough a decade, and you're just like, I still don't know how to lose weight, guys. It's like, do you know what? It is really. Everyone will say it, calories in, calories out. It really is legitimately that fucking simple.
On my life, it has started. Okay. It has started storming, and you guys know how I am about tornadoes, but
yeah, you don't seem actually worried like whatsoever.
But we have no like tornado watches or warnings, so I think I'm actually gonna be enjoying the storm. Yes, I took some of my sour
I'm sorry, I just don't get that. It's like, okay, I'm going to just enjoy the storm because there specifically hasn't been a mention of a tornado yet, even though she just mentioned it. If you're like actually that scared of it, will you hide in your cupboards anytime you hear there's a possible tornado warning 7,000 miles away from you? Wouldn't this just be worrying already? And I just heard her start to say she's taking another fucking gummy, so thank God we're going to get to see her pretend to be high again. Why would you do that when you're like scared of the storm? Wouldn't that like fuck with you?
Hammies, what is happening? Sour. Oh, let me start over. I took some of my sour cherry. I saw the lightning first.
Okay. That's very close. Like, you saw the lightning, and then the thunder was literally the second she paused. Like, that's why it seems weird. It seems like I'm not trying to say like this is like her. She has a soundboard pressing there for fucking thunder noise. I don't know. It seems a bit weird that she's like, I saw the lightning. It's like, the storm is like right beside you then.
I took a sour cherry gummy, which is Delta 8.
A second ago you took a couple of them,
so much with my like sadness and stuff. Like THC, chef's kiss. Like, thank you. I have needed the help.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the rain's coming down heavy. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Why don't you like turn the camera and show us out the fucking window or something like that? Oh God. We're going to just like have Highland for a while because I can't be bothered with Highland.
I kind of want to go sit outside. I'm going to do that. Okay, update.
Why didn't you show us? I'm sorry. It's so weird. Like I said, and I have no reason to believe why she would fake there being a storm. I don't know if there was a storm or not. I can't be fucked to look. But it just seems so weird. It's like, why are you filming? The way she's filming makes me think that this is fake. Like, her stopping talking every single time for the thunder never really overlapping with her speaking. And her saying, oh, it's raining so heavy, I don't know if you can hear, but we can hear the air conditioning, but we can't hear the rain apparently pelting down during the storm. I was like, I'm going to go sit outside in the rain, which is just emo as fuck, by the way, anyway. But she doesn't show us out the window or her going outside. It's like, why wouldn't you include that as, like, footage? Even when she was doing the catch-up videos, you know, like she showed like the Twinkie in deep pain and she was so worried I'm going to take her to the emergency vet. Even then, she showed it raining outside during one of the fucking videos.
Has gotten really windy. I was out there.
Oh no. Were you?
And then I was like, okay, it's getting kind of bad. and now I feel like
It's lightning
really
striking.
anxious. Like my heart's like going like that.
Okay, sure. It's almost like you realize that you looked really fucking stupid, that you were like lying earlier on. I'm sorry. It's so weird. It's like I'm scared of tornadoes, but I'm totally okay with it because there hasn't been a specific tornado warning. But I love storms, and I'm going to go out and sit in the storm because pluviophile or whatever the fuck. But now it's a wee bit windy, so I guess I'm worried. It's like, bro, it was literally lightning striking, like right beside your house, apparently, with how quick that fucking thunder was. And you're like, oh no, it's fine. It's like a dog. This is fine.
So I'm checking on my weather app. How long is this supposed to last?
It feels like forever, so we're skipping this. What an absolutely pointless segment of the video. It's just her sitting there reading weather updates on her phone for a little while. And I mentioned that her animals are scared of hurricanes and everything as well because one hit her house, and you can check back if you look through her vlogs. And I think I've seen briefly that, but it was I just remember her being like really overly dramatic and not really seeming to care very much about her animals because she like didn't go home to check on them or something like that. Just kind of lame because you're just sitting there the whole time going, okay, so you're terrified, you're sitting there, you're so scared. You don't seem to be because you're sitting there just like vlogging yourself, just randomly reading updates for like the 50th billionth time that even I've seen on these fucking vlogs. Where's Feline? Where's Feline, your best friend of the entire world, who apparently is always at home? Why isn't she there, like, chatting with you or watching a movie with you or something like that to take your mind off things? Oh, is it because she doesn't exist?
To have a little late night snack.
Okay.
So I was craving cherry ice cream. I'm not like...
The fuck is Traverse City? That's a weird flavor. Cool. I'm so glad we went from the guys. I just don't know. I keep thinking about how I should try and lose weight, and then it's just like, by the way, guys, I'm gonna have some fucking midnight ice cream.
A fan of fruity ice cream, but cherry ice cream with chocolate, so good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have some of that. And before anyone asks, yes, I serve my ice cream with a butter knife.
You're so quirky. The biggest problem is she keeps drawing attention to this like weird shit, and it is entirely just to draw attention to her being weird. Because like, would people probably notice or care? I don't know. With her, maybe they would. I don't really know. But it just feels like, you know, those like girls who are like the raw XD type. It's like, look at me, guys. I'm so crazy and kooky. Rawr, hoo, tee. It just feels like we're just doing that, but on like a fucking butter knife level.
A spoon to eat, obviously, but trust, this helps so much to get the ice cream out. So now
No, literally it just doesn't. It does not make any form of difference whatsoever. It just like, okay, cool. That's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's not even like funny looking how dumb she is. This is just dumb.
I'm here to tell you guys that I fell
Oh, did I?
again. Yeah, I did. So there's a long hallway in my...
Okay, I was waiting for this falling thing because whatever it was going to be stupid because I was trying to think preemptively, what am I going to say about this because I bet it's fucking dumb. Because I was thinking, okay, it's going to be weird because she obviously talked about how she goes out for walks all the time now. And I was like, well, if you fell, where's the PTSD? Last time you fell, you had PTSD so much so that you needed to buy new shoes because she had PTSD specifically related to those shoes. And please tell me it's going to be that fucking hallway she filmed herself waddling up and down because if it is, why are you filming yourself going up and down it then?
Apartment, and in that hallway is like a little laundry room closet situation type deal. Okay. And I use probably 4 laundry sheets per wash, and I guess a laundry sheet fell out on the floor and I didn't even notice it was there. So I'm walking and I have all this stuff in my hand, including a drink, might I add. And
why are you walking with all your laundry and a drink in your hand? Like, can we just like, I don't know, like, try and not make the story like so fucking ridiculous. Like, cool. Especially like, well, actually, I use more laundry sheets. I don't know what those are. I use more laundry sheets than everyone else, apparently, because when she talked about it, makes it sound like she uses fucking loads of them. So much so that I missed one, and one happened to fall out in the way. Okay, like, the hallway she walked up and down, was it carpet? It looked like carpet. Like, so I don't actually know. I'm trying to remember here. Like, I think the hallway she walks up and down is carpeted. So, like, how would you slip on that anyway? I could be entirely wrong with that, okay, but okay, sorry, we'll get into this shit.
And I wasn't paying attention, and I slipped on the laundry sheet, and the mixture of, like, the type of flooring that I have in my apartment with the dryer sheet, I landed on my knee. I landed on my right knee extremely hard. And it just immediately was, like, bringing back those memories of when I fell and I tore ligaments in my ankle.
I'm trying to think of the logistics of someone her size falling, but you land on your knee. I really am trying to think, because generally if you slip on something, you're going forwards or backwards. That is the one of the two. She does not have the mobility to have, like, stopped herself. She does not have the mobility to have, like, spread her stance to catch herself so she could possibly have landed on her knee. So she's going forward, backwards, possibly sideways. But if she goes sideways, she's bouncing off a wall. And also, probably, honest to God, would damage the wall. That's not even a fat joke. Like, she would just fucking damage that wall. So I don't know how she would land on her knee. Like, especially if she fell forwards. Like, honestly, the amount of shit she'd be carrying, how fat she is, her knee probably wouldn't even make contact with the ground because her front would hit the ground first. And she'd land in, like, a plank position. I don't even know how the logistics of this is working here.
Drinks went literal everywhere.
All the drinks?
And
Several
it was just super embarrassing. This actually happened over a month ago. So this isn't something that happened today. This did happen a month ago, and still to this day.
Remember, like, a couple of weeks ago, you were, like, arguing with people, like, how dare we all be stupid and think that you need a carer and you can't do your washing all by yourself, and now you're telling us this very fake story about how you killed yourself, like, trying to carry your laundry down a hall.
Yeah, I have the tiniest bit of, like, a bruise, but, like, the day after it happened.
I thought she was going to say she has the tiniest bit of PTSD. I was sure of that.
And my knee, it was hurting so bad.
Sure.
And it was super tender to touch. I know it wasn't, like, bone related. It was definitely just, like, skin related.
I'm glad you could just, like, tell that. If someone your size, with your poor health, actually fell hard, you slipped, totally lost your balance, totally fucking wiped out. Like I said, firstly, I don't think out of everything you're going to be landing on your knee. I just do not think that. But you would really badly hurt yourself if you actually fell like that. Like, it's just that blatant. So that last time she claimed she fell, she claimed she tore ligaments, which, you know, she clearly didn't actually tear ligaments. But that's what she claimed. Now we're just getting, oh, I hurt my knee. It's like a wee bit sore. It's like, okay.
I will say I'm lucky in the sense of, like, falling on my knee. I feel like I have a lot of cushion to back that up.
Well, no.
So I didn't.
Well, not really, because you're, like, sorry, folks, phone call. Yeah, like I said, your knee generally doesn't have, like, a huge amount of fat on it, so it's not like it would be really that much cushioning. Like, she's the cankle queen. Like, I'm pretty sure she would have more cushioning for her dangling ankle than she would for her knee.
Like, hurt a bone or anything. I definitely, like, hurt my skin and, like, hurt the fat. Like, I was massively bruised, and thankfully that's gotten a lot better. But yeah,
What is the point of telling
to share that story time with you guys.
Why?
Because it was just weighing on my mind.
Why?
And I was also journaling, and I was looking back on the day that it happened, and I was like, oh my god, I haven't even...
How much of her life does she dedicate to journaling? So much so that she apparently writes, like, pages a fucking day. So much so that she needs, like, 30 fucking journals just in reserve in case she writes too much. But she also goes back and, like, reads through all of her journals, like, a couple of weeks later every time. It's like, sure, okay. Why did you need to tell a story? Like, it's fake. It's just a story time. It's just for the title. We'll probably hear about it every once in a while to be like, oh, feel sorry for me, guys. But it's not a real fucking... This is just so fake. It really is just so fake. It's, like, done with WeightWatchers, very clearly clickbait. I don't know. It's just so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb. It was been weighing on my mind that I need to tell you guys why. She's the one who says, like, my life is my life. What I choose to show online is what I choose to show online. Sure. Also note that at no point during, like, the past month or so has she actually seemed to, like, struggle with walking, like, whatsoever. Especially because, like, about a month or so ago, she was getting ready to hang out with her friends for 3 days in a row. Which, surely, if you had, like, really badly hurt your knee as a 550-pound woman who already struggles to walk, you probably wouldn't be making all these plans with your friends, like going to 4th of July fireworks festival and everything like that. Like, I don't know. I just lie better. That's really all I have to say. Just lie better.
I told YouTube about that. So I've had people ask me where I am getting the wannabe Legos from.
Okay. Color coffee maker. Fucking great. That's so good. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't think you've ever had people asking where did you get them from, because it's like obvious all you do is like order stuff from Amazon. Like that's just like really brand generic. Fantastic. Like the only thing I've ever heard people say is what is the brand? Like what is the brand? That is it.
I'm getting them from Amazon and you can actually see when I purchased them. LOL. But these are just some of the ones that I've
Okay, so that actually does make sense. So she purchased all of these after the breakup then, because she did say she was like buying them to cope with the breakup, so I guess the timeline does make sense.
Recently shown you guys, so I just wanted to click on them and show you so you can see what to type in.
Also, out of sheer curiosity, God, that one was $50 for that one. It looked like shit. Okay, fantastic.
Y'all should go watch this video by
I was just letting her go through this fucking nonsense where she just showed all the ones she ordered, where you see some of them were ordered on the 5th, which implies that she was, like, literally, the day after she got broken up with, her first thing she did was go onto Amazon and buy a whole bunch of fucking Lego to build. Like, that is kind of pathetic. That's if you believe the timeline of her breakup, to be fair. But I also was going to mention, I'm glad I waited, because we've got another fucking scene here. She's been doing this for, like, a decade. How has she not figured out how to, like, show her screen without just, like, pointing a camera at it?
Pink Sparkles. It's the Bean Boozled Spicy Jelly Bean Challenge with her boyfriend, Austin. I'm the one...
Is Pink Sparkles, she's English, isn't she? Because, like, the first thing I saw when I saw him is he looks like a chav. That's it. That's all I can think of. Maybe she likes Pink Sparkles because Pink Sparkles' eye makeup is somehow worse than hers.
Who sent those to her because I needed her to do that. It was one of the Christmas gifts I got her. Y'all, go watch this. I'm 6 minutes and 40 seconds in, and it's so funny. It makes me want to try.
Okay, cool. I'm glad Pink Sparkle... Oh my Christ, all these are back. I'm glad Pink Sparkles also makes sure her videos are just over 8 minutes long as well, just for that mid-roll ad.
Let's do a question.
Oh, God.
So I'm going to take a popsicle stick.
I guess it didn't go in the
If you guys
trash.
are new to my channel, you're probably like, what are you doing? And that's
No one is new to your channel. You don't grow. You don't get recommended in the algorithm. Stop it.
okay. We got number 10.
Okay. Oh, I forgot I was going to guess.
The answered ones in here. So question number 10. If you...
Oh, I feel like this is going to be dumb. What are we thinking here, guys? What are we thinking this is going to be? I don't know. If you could be any flavor of ice cream, what would you be? And she's going to say cherry ice cream with milk.
Didn't do YouTube, do you think that you would be 500 pounds? Honestly, probably. There's like a misconception that like I've gained all this weight because I'm a YouTuber, because I don't have a job, like a normal job. I clearly have a job, but I don't have like...
Do you actually have a job?
Like a 9 to 5. I don't have to leave the house every day. I don't have like a schedule. And honestly, when I did have schedules, like I've gone to school, I've gone to college, I've had several jobs that I had to be at. And I was always over 400 pounds. I reached 400.
No, you weren't. When you had your job, like with like Destiny and all, wasn't she like in the 300s at that point? I think I can, don't quote me. I'm not fucking great at this. Like you said, you guys know I haven't been watching her for a very long time, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't in the 400 pounds when she was working as the care assistant or as the data entry job or whatever the hell she claimed she was. So that's just wrong. This feels like coping. It feels like coping because it's pretty obvious that like her lifestyle does contribute. She does sit around the house. She gets a lot of money for just sitting around the house. Like, there's literally no incentive for her to not just sit in place and vegetate and order takeout because she can afford to spend $6,000 a month on takeout because she gets $20,000 a month or whatever it is. Like, yeah, it's it ties together. Would she still likely be fat? Yes. Is it likely that she'd have been this fat and also be able to have survived this long and or even stayed this size? Because maybe she would have got 400, 500 pounds or whatever like that if she actually worked like a normal life like normal people do. But she probably would have had to lose the weight at some point because at some point it would have become untenable for her to stay that size, and she would have either had to go off on disability, which would have reduced the amount of money she got, or she would have like realized some form of social shame because she is like out and about in the world trying to work with people side by side, and she would have been like, God, do you know what? I'm kind of fat here. I see people looking at me because I'm constantly out of the house, constantly working. I probably should actually lose the weight. As opposed to this where she just sits in her house and she doesn't have to have any interaction with anyone.
120 pounds at the age of 16. And like what? I'm 100 pounds from that. So YouTube is definitely...
Wait, so did she just claim that she was 420 pounds at 16? That's not what I heard. A lot of people, when they're talking about her like weight gain, they make it seem that her weight gain was like ridiculous. She started as a weight loss channel and she's like doubled in size since then. But now she's trying to claim she was like 420 pounds before she started her YouTube channel. I don't buy that.
Not the culprit. But I will say, when it comes to like the psychology behind like triggers, food addiction, binge eating, turning to food for emotional reasons.
God, the binge eating's back, boys.
harassment,
Oh,
bullying,
cringe. Oh,
stresses
cringe.
of everyday life. When it
Oh
comes
my
to
God. The stresses of everyday life. Bro, you don't have a life. You sit in your fucking house and make videos you play with fucking Lego. What stresses of everyday life? The bullying and harassment, guys, that you seek out. That you seek out. If I am walking through Belfast city centre and there's a boy there, he's juggling. Picture in your head, guys. I'm walking there. He's juggling. And I turn to one of my friends and go like, God, he's shit at juggling. And my friend's like, yeah, he is actually shit at juggling. We're just talking to each other. We're not shouting. We're not screaming at the guy. Yeah, he's shit at juggling. And then someone else like comes over and goes like, God, have you seen this guy? He's shit at juggling. Like, actually, yeah, he is shit. We're just sitting over in the corner. We're just sitting watching this guy from a distance, sitting talking about it. We are not bullying or harassing that guy. You're the fucker who comes here and looks it out. You're the one who searches yourself out. If the juggler fucking runs over to me and goes like, hey, what the fuck, are you guys bullying me? It's like, no, we're having a private conversation over here. We're just talking. We're in a public area, but we're just talking amongst ourselves. We don't really like your juggling, mate. Okay, so bye. You can go over there and juggle again. Work away. You go over there and start juggling again. No, you're bullying me. It's like, no. Can you go away? We're talking here. We don't like your juggling. We're just talking about how we don't like your juggling. You don't actually need to be involved in this whatsoever. You can fuck off and start juggling again. For all we care. We're just here talking about this now. It's like, no, you guys are harassing me. It's like, no, we're not. We're not. We're over here. You were over there. You decided to come into our party and start complaining at us. That's what Amber fucking does constantly. Amber is not bullied. She is not harassed. People are allowed to talk about her. She is a public figure. As she says herself, she's a public figure, YouTuber, influencer who posts this shit online. People are allowed to talk about it. Do I agree with people like going there and telling her like, eat yourself to death, you fat cuck or something like that? No, I don't agree with that. But people are allowed to sit in the fucking corner and say they don't like her. That's not bullying. That's not harassment.
The psychology of all that, I will say that the stresses with YouTube has not helped. But I will not sit here and blame YouTube for my size because
of course you won't, because then people will use that against you and say, okay, well, why don't you quit YouTube then? That's why you won't do it. That's it. It really is as simple as that. She won't blame YouTube because people say, well, there's this is an easy solution. That if you want to save your life, quit YouTube. But she won't, because YouTube is such an easy ride. That's why when she's doing the hardships and stresses I face, YouTube is the easiest thing I have ever done. And I used to sell popcorn at a fucking cinema when I was like fucking 16.
I have always been big. Always. Okay, you guys, so closet clean out is still a thing, but I'm going to be doing it a little differently for my vlogs. Instead
Oh god, I hate this so much. How many? Okay, 6 and 1.
of showing you every single one that I'm also keeping, which I don't know, I felt like was a little pointless unless I was doing like a separate closet clean out video. I'm only going to be showing you the ones that I decided to get rid of that day.
Oh my god, this is entirely because people like me were saying, okay, she's gone through and she's done 10 and she's only dumping 1. So people were criticizing her that this clean out is barely anything. It is so pointless because she's decimating her fucking collection. She's getting rid of like 1 in 10. It is the most pointless shit in the entire world, especially when she wears the same clothes over and over and over again. Now she's not showing us which one she's keeping solely so we can't do that. Okay, so you so 7 today and 0 thrown out. Okay, we get it.
So I decided to get rid of this shirt. I saved about like 7 things, but this right here I'm getting rid of. It's just like a...
Why would you include that? So we just had I'm getting rid of this one, but I decided to keep 7. Isn't that literally what you just said you weren't going to do? I'm confused.
Alright, you guys, I'm actually currently using my phone for a light.
Cool.
I'm just here to end my vlog. I'm so tired. My melatonin has kicked in.
You're lying in bed, getting ready to go to sleep. You've taken your sleep tablet thing, whatever it is. Notice the eye makeup still in place. Also, I noticed that the being high thing from all the gummies that you took just kind of disappeared. It went to Narnia. We kind of forgot about the being high storyline. Really bad. Honestly, it's bad that I went away for a couple of days and I came back to this because it was so boring. The Fell and Hurt Myself was just nothing. It wasn't funny. It wasn't even interesting. It was just like, why bring this up apart from your view count is low and you very clearly clickbaiting it? Done with Weight Watchers, exactly the same. You weren't even on Weight Watchers at no point. Your justification for why you're quitting Weight Watchers is just stupid. Best ice cream ever. It is just like, I have some ice cream and I put some milk in it and that was it. And it was like a 30-second clip. It was like so weird. I think she only included that just to try and clash with the Weight Watchers thing. So people would make the joke like I did at the start. Lol, funny, Weight Watchers, fatty. You know, I get it. 1 out of 10, really didn't like it. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.